Hey guys, it's Mike here, and in my last video, I listed off the 5 scariest moments of the original Dragon Ball, which you can check out in the description and end screen of this video. While continuing this Halloween celebration, I think it only makes sense to discuss the next and perhaps most beloved section of the Dragon Ball story. So in this video, I'll be listing off the 5 scariest moments in Dragon Ball Z. Hey guys, it's Mike here, and before the video begins, I want to tell you about my new channel, Laughingstock Cinema. On this channel, I'm going to be breaking down movies and live-action TV shows in in-depth analysis, theory videos, as well as discussions and reviews. So if you're interested in hearing me talk about these subjects, check out Laughingstock Cinema down below in the description or in the end screen of this video. Number 5. Goku dreams of the androids. So number 5 on this list is one of Goku's terrifying dream sequences. Although there's a number of dream sequences in the series, I'd say that the one Goku has while he's struggling with the heart virus is definitely the scariest. In his nightmare, Android 17 and 18 enter Goku's bedroom, and then proceed to kill Gohan, Chi-Chi, Krillin, and Trunks right before his eyes. As he attempts to stop them, he passes right through them, as if he were a ghost. And the dream ends with Android 17 stabbing his hand right through Goku's chest, and Goku screaming in agony. This is really a terrifying sequence and successfully hyped up just how scary the androids could be. Number 4. Nappa destroys the Z Fighters. The next entry on this list has to go to the utter devastation Nappa inflicted on the Z Fighters. Prior to this fight, we were told that both Vegeta and Nappa were stronger than Raditz, but now we finally realize just by how much. Because despite Piccolo and Gohan training for this battle, and the Z Fighters training together under Kami, the Guardian of the Earth, Nappa still massacred them, and one by one, they fell before him. First, Chaozu died when he self-destructed, leaving Nappa unaffected. Next up was Tien, San's arm, who hit Nappa with a full-power Tri-Beam. But this also proved useless, and Tien fell dead. But worst of all was Piccolo, who jumped in the way of a blast intended for Gohan and was killed as a result. With his death, the Dragon Balls became useless and the entire situation appeared hopeless. But scarier still was that Nappa was just a subordinate to Vegeta. Although Goku would go on to defeat Nappa and we would learn about Namek, this sequence was definitely one of the most terrifying DBZ has to offer. Number 3. Cell's first appearance. The next event on this list is certainly one of the most shocking and disturbing in the entirety of Dragon Ball, as we're introduced to the monstrous creation of Dr. Gero, Cell. And his entire introduction is straight out of a horror movie. We see news reports about a town of people disappearing, leaving behind only their clothes. And from Kami we learn of a horrible lurking darkness which may be an even greater threat than the androids themselves. Piccolo and Kami reunite to face this creature, and when he arrives at Ginger Town, it's totally devoid of life. But this didn't last long, as out from the shadows, Cell emerged and approached Piccolo. He wasn't alone either, as in his grasp was a living human, and as Cell let him go, we discovered his true nature, as Cell plunged the tip of his tail into the man and absorbed him. And we get to see this whole process in gruesome detail, as the man is totally consumed down to his skin and bones, and then even those are gone. This was the emergence of arguably the greatest villain in Dragon Ball Z, and it was certainly a terrifying way to make himself known to Piccolo and audiences alike. Number 2. Kid Buu Destroys the Earth. Now the number 2 slot on this list was a tough choice, as Majin Buu had numerous terrifying scenes in Dragon Ball Z, more than enough in fact to fill their own list, as do a number of those mentioned on this list. But if I can only pick one, it would be Kid Buu destroying the Earth. So much of Dragon Ball Z was about preventing the destruction of the Earth, such as in the Saiyan, Frieza, and Cell arcs. However, the first villain to actually succeed here was Kid Buu. There were no illusions conditions of the Earth's survival here. It was clear that once Buu began charging his blast, there was no way to stop it, and then he threw it. The tension here is nearly unparalleled, as Goku and Vegeta scramble to reach their friends in time and escape. However, the blast is right behind them and Goku can't concentrate enough to teleport. In the end, only Goku, Vegeta, Mr. Satan, and Dende escape the explosion thanks to Kibito Kai's actions. Of course, Buu would soon regenerate, and had Goku not stopped him, the universe itself may have ended. Number 1. Frieza survives the Spirit Bomb. And the scariest moment for me on this list is without a doubt the scene where Frieza is still alive after being hit by the Spirit Bomb. By this point, Goku had used every move in his arsenal. The only move remaining was the ultimate attack taught to him by King Kai, the Spirit Bomb or Genki Dama. And after charging it for an incredibly long time, especially in the original cut of Z, Goku finally unleashed this attack on Frieza. And at first, it seemed like it succeeded. Goku and friends were reunited, and they even shared a happy moment. However, it was all for naught as Krillin looked up in horror to see Frieza, and he was pissed. So in a terrifying sequence, he blasted Piccolo through the chest and proceeded to kill Krillin, all while Goku was powerless to stop him. And it was such a horrifying scene that it pushed Goku to awaken the legendary transformation of Super Saiyan. So I would say this is far more than fitting for the number 1 spot on this list. So these were the 5 scariest moments in Dragon Ball Z. I had a lot of fun making these 2 lists, and who knows, maybe next Halloween I'll take a look at the scariest Dragon Ball property in the entire franchise. Ugh. But until then, stick around, because there's a lot more to come in the future. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and enable notifications so you could see all of my content right away when it comes out. Yeah, and you better subscribe, enable those damn notifications.